Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today it's going to be a match between Hiya and 7 other players here on Hunters. Okay, it's a 4v4. It's not going to be Hiya versus everybody, but... Alright, let's go ahead and introduce these players. Top of the quarter, we have the Brown Protoss player from team number 2. It is Silence.Very. His teammate next door, it is Gutmyung, who is Hiya, according to the information that I have received. Their teammate, the Blue Zerg player Omija, and then way over here, it is the Orange Zerg player Root, who I really fear for his life, because he is surrounded by enemies on every side. Team 1, represented by Mu4, right side, he's white, he's Terran. We got ourselves Hi. He's Zerg, and he is Teal. We're not going to see these colors. I'm not sure why I'm saying the colors. And in the bottom, it's the Purple Protoss player Beat Creep, and then their teammate Balri on the left side. We're absolutely red versus bluing this thing. What am I doing? Yeah, tab, alt tab, got it. Okay, nailed it. Hit that like button if you're excited. I saw a lot of great just response to the first Hiya 4v4 that I posted on the channel a couple weeks ago. I figured, let's do it again. Let's give the people what they want. Hit that like button if you're excited for team action at the highest level in StarCraft Brood War. APMs are across the board pretty darn impressive. As far as everybody is concerned here, Hiya does seem to have the highest APM, which makes a lot of sense considering I think he's the one guy that we know for sure is a pro here. Although if you're starting with 350 or 340, as Silence.Very is, who is this dude, then he's okay. I'm gonna like go out on a limb here and say that he's pretty good at StarCraft. 350 APM is no joke to achieve, even if you're just spamming, right? So pull first from the Zerg players, as you're gonna pretty much have to do. If you try to go for a hatch first in a team game, you will die. They will scout it. You will get crushed by a bunch of Zealots or a bunch of Zerglings or a bunch of Marines or all three. And you'll be very sad. So, yeah, you got to pull first here, which really puts the Zergs at a disadvantage when it comes to these team games. Terran and Protoss are much more comfortable working off of one base, but, you know, it is what it is. Team games, you decided to join this team game. You decided to play Zerg. So early Lings out, bottom left here from, is this Root down here? It is, right? Orange, yeah. From Root. He's cruising out. He's looking to maybe put some hurt on people rather than be a victim, which I can definitely appreciate. Everybody's got Lings out, actually. The timings are kind of perfect on this one. So we got Ling versus Ling action in the middle of the map, which is kind of exciting. We got two, yeah, look at this. Orange and Blue working together against Teal. So these are 2 teams worth of Zerglings going on the attack. No help, though. Oh, why didn't he help? That battle could have gone so much better for Team Blue. I mean, it's still pretty good for Team Blue, gotta admit. As Overlord comes in and says, there's not even a Sunken down here. Let's go. Sunken is coming in now, though, so that's going to be difficult depending on how many Lings show up here from Team Blue. Zealot starting to join the party. Marines are joining the party. This is kind of how team games at the highest level seem to go, is everybody's making tier 1 units and trying to tech up behind it on some level. At least the Zealots and the Zerglings are, because they can't shoot up. Marines have a little bit more versatility. You can use them against a lot of the stuff that your enemy can tech up to. So Marines are pretty good. WLauncher.com popping up. I think somebody said that was an anti-cheating thing that was loading into the game just so people couldn't, like, I don't know, hack the game. Which I'm trying to think of how you would do that. I guess more resources, probably seeing the whole map would be really nice. Whatever. People are creative when it comes to that sort of thing. So, Blue seems to be holding the middle. They've got some Marine support, and Marine Zergling is kind of insane. Any combination of units where one is melee and one is ranged is going to be really good. So, are you seriously trying to set up... Wow, this is weird. Why are you trying to set up a contain over here on Balri? Seems odd. It's not going to work, but whatever. Good attempt, I suppose. Yeah, that is too much blue. Red is retreating down to the south here. Now, at this point, it's actually this dude. It's actually, who was this? Beat Creep. Beat Creep that's in trouble. Oh, shoot. What's this? Team Blue. Hi is here to murder. Oh, my gosh. He doesn't even have any Sunkens. All right. Well, he just got Ling flooded after taking a macro hatch and completely skipping Sunkens. Let that be a lesson to you. Probe's here to fight, holding off this combined Zealot Zergling attack. Very nicely held there by our purple Protoss player, Beat Creep. But top right, yeah. Oh, Omija, you dead, man. That's why you gotta make Sunken's. Lings running into the right side, going after Moo's base. Getting a run on top of those Marines, which is a problem. That's Hiya. Hiya coming in, completely ignoring these Sunkens. Oh, he's completely ignoring the Sunkens. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, hang on. Couple shots off. Gonna kill maybe one of, all right, one of those Marines dies. And the hold, is it gonna be enough for Hiya? The Lings are on top of his units, but the medic healing is enough. Keeps alive 4 of his dudes with stim, which is pretty damaging in the long run. Crikey. All right, so Amija's dead. Team Blue is down a player. Hiya's team, he needed to make this happen to even up the teams, and he did it. Oh, this main hatch is done. Oh, Ling's popping out. Not really enough of them to get in there, especially as the Terran Hiya squishes himself into a corner down here. Oh, that is such a problem. Engagement in the middle. I love this. These Zealots just kind of holding a line so Lings can't surround them at all. That's great. Zealot versus Zealot action is always kind of weird. Just because nobody's very fast. Balry decides to join the party to try to help here against the evils of Team Blue. And Zealot's pushing down south. Again, I don't like Root's position right now. He's far away from home. Red controls the center here. And these Zealots are going to be mean. There are 2 Sunkens, 3 Sunkens potentially here. Oh, but they pulled out. What? Where are you going? I guess maybe you got a command to come up and help. We got to take the center. Hiya's units are looking pretty good, though. He's just happily sitting here at 50 supply. Beat Creep's at 63, which is not bad, actually. He is really probing up. He's at 27 probes. Nobody is even at 22 right now, which is a really big difference here. And Blue does manage to take off the constriction that Root was under. So they shut that down. Now they're pushing down here against our 27 pro player Beat Creep. He's got a bunch of Zealots, but again, against Lings and Marines, it's not as good for the Zealots as you would think. Especially if the Marines have stim, especially if they have medic support. Oh, this is so damaging. This is so bad. All right, well, trying to help. Coming in on the backside, I think that's Balry. Yes, it is. Balry trying to do it, but he's outnumbered. But then reinforcing Marines come in. Oh, from move 4. Very nice. Helping it out. Trying to get rid of Hiya's units, but kind of trickling in is not going to do it for you. Now jumping in all at the same time, and they do wipe out Hiya's forces. The medics all end up dead there as well, which is a problem for Hiya, but guess what? He has another army because he is a professional, and that's what professionals do. Yeah, this bottom right base is completely toast. Who was this again? This is Hi is done. These poor drones. They're just... Are these? Yeah, they're Hi's drones. They're trying to stay alive, but, I mean... Nothing really doing there, as it turns out. Hiya jumping on the corpse of Move 4 here. He's trying to make something happen, but Move 4 coming home. Balry coming home as well. Got some Zerglings. Ah, they're jumping into this mineral line. That's really, really bad news bears for Beat Creep. Continuing to push on in. Marine versus Marine. No upgrades for anybody yet, but I assume they all have stim and medics. Too much. It is too much combined right now. We've got Move 4 and Balry, and Hiya is just outnumbered. So they should be able to save the day here. The Zerglings are being incredibly annoying, as they do have speed, and they are jumping on these probes. The probes are fighting. Maybe not something they want to do is they lose a couple more probes there, but all the Lings get cleared out, so perhaps it was worth it in the end. So 2 Zerg players are dead, as is tradition. Root is not dead. I'm very surprised by this. Honestly, incredibly surprised. Oh, this cannon Zealot contain on Root sucks, though. He is not pleased. He is not happy about that. Marines, Firebats, medics holding the center for Team Red. Again, just a combination of Move 4 and Balry. Yep, the red and the white here. Very Christmassy. Is red and white Christmassy? Maybe more of a Red Cross thing. I mean, candy canes are red and white striped. Whatever, it's fine. DTs, though. Oh, who's got DTs out? Oh, that's Silence Very. Okay, I like it. Scan comes up, the DTs go down, but some good damage was done there anyway. I can accept that. Totally okay with it. Man, this has been action-packed. Starts with pool first plays, Lings and Zealots running all over the place, Marines join the party, and it's really been non-stop ever since. So Team Red holding the center. Team Blue kind of has control of the whole north, though. And this bottom left corner, which again, ooh, it's a lair. All right. All right. Looks like he's just trying to hold getting to Mutalisk, which is hard to do on one gas. It slows you down a lot. But, you know, it's what you can do. I'm really surprised he's not trying to take this. I am. More DT shenanigans trying to make stuff happen. I guess while there is a bit of a lull here as Hiya decides to push down the right side, quick shout out to JLC. You may have heard me mention him in recent casts as being a big Battlecruiser fan, but he spent 5,000 channel points out at twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin, which earns him a shout out in one of my casts. I can shout you out on Twitter as well, whatever you want to do. Come to twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin, earn those channel points just by watching, and you too can get fabulous prizes, like a shout-out in a Falcon Paladin cast. Thanks again, JLC. You're a good fan. Marines, medics, pushing up the center here for Team Red. Again, working together. This Balry move 4 combination is pretty good. That said, Hiya is wrecking this right side. Move 4 is losing his command center at the same time. He's desperately pushing up. Trying to get in here, but that's a narrow choke, and that is 2 cannons. And a lot of Marines are dying. Hiya defending there, too, doesn't make it any easier to get through. So move 4 is dead. Hang on, the repair of the command center is real. He did manage to just save it in the nick of time, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, yeah. But yeah, turn into a 3v3, as 4v4s do tend to do at times, is make that transition. Bunkers can't really hold as well if there's only 2 Marines in the bunkers. Hiya versus Balry. Balry's macro's been pretty good today. As he comes through and completely wipes out Hiya's army. That says a lot. At 50 supply, he is 3rd place in total supply right now. But he looks like he's been doing a lot of good work without question. Trying to take this center area right now is Team Blue, again, led by Hiya. This block is real, but guess what? There's a Spire, and that means there's probably Mutalisks in production for Root. And there are now. Excellent. All right, so he has enough for about 5 mutas, which he's making. All right, 5 mutas in production. Doing some math on the fly there. Always very dangerous when you're casting, it turns out. So random DTs just trying to make something happen for Team Red here, but I don't know that they're paying for themselves. DTs are very gas intensive. And yes, they can one-shot Marines. And yes, they can one-shot Zerglings, and they're extremely good, but they're also kind of slow, and when they get detected, running away is fairly hard. High Templar, or rather Storm, in production from Silence.Very, who has really been left alone, I think. Oh, he's on 2 bases. Okay, so nobody else has really been able to get onto 2 bases except for this guy. Except for this guy. Marines attacking on in. Can they get there is the question. Continuing to push, continuing to push. And, oh, Archon down. Marines are so good against those Archons. Without question. In against the cannons. He just does not care. Whoa, shoot, come back. Wrong button. Just trying to do this. Hiya is chased away by the Dark Templar. Are the Mutas going to pop is the question. Ling's running all over the place. Mutas heading from the north to the south. And yeah, these Zealots need to get out. Once there's Mutas, they don't kill Zealots very fast, but they do force them to evacuate the premises anytime they show up. Yeah, we're going to get Storm in here against all of these Lings and Zealots and Marines, and the High Templar are just licking their chops at the opportunity to Storm. Unfortunately, for a beat creep down here, who looks like he was working on Storm, his High Templar just popped out. He's alive, so that's nice. Oh, the High Templar gets wiped out, though. Oh, really, really rough stuff there. Marine, just absolutely Terran on Terran action here. Storm does chase away the Marines of Balry. Unfortunately, forced to retreat. Center's being held by Team Blue. Ooh, they're throwing up bunkers to try to set up a contain on Balri here. Who is Balri? I've been impressed with him. Meanwhile, the Mutalisks understand that there are cannons and zealots down here, and it's not a great place to be if you're a Zerg player. Yeah, that's rough stuff. All right, holding the center here again. It is still... Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, it's 3v3. Okay. Thought we lost somebody there. I missed it. I was like, what's happening right now? Muta's trying to pick off this gateway, if at all possible. They're trying to do some fancy micro here, but they're also taking cannon shots, so maybe it's something they don't want to try to do. Unfortunately for them. So Hiya has just been basically pumping out 6 Marines at a time. Well, yeah, 6 Marines at a time. If he has to replace medics, he'll make a couple of those, but he's got a good number of them here already. A good number of them, for sure. Zealots in the mix. Looks like they have legs now, which is great for Team Blue. Again, that 2-basing Protoss is really helping Team Blue's chances. He is building what? Oh, he's building scouts? And he's getting a fleet beacon. Is he planning on going carrier? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. That would be really fun. He just effectively would go from a Zealot to High Templar to carrier, which is entirely possible. Nice attempt here to try to set up a second line of bunkers for Mu, but no. Mu 4's got Mutalisks inside his business. All up in here. The Marines are trying to do what they can against it, but that is 10. That is 10 Mutalisks. And they're mad about being stuck inside their base the whole game. Are these bunkers empty? Yeah, the bunkers are empty. It's gone. Mu 4 is a dead person. Storm City. Trying to attack in here. Is it working? I don't know. I don't know if that was working or not. Probably not. It looks like Balri is kind of stuck. He hasn't been able to expand at all. Every time he approaches, storm happens. Plus, there's 4 bunkers hitting. Hi taps out. He's been dead for a while, but that leads Beat Creep and Mu 4 to tap out as well. And that is your good game in 17 minutes and 12 seconds. Fantastic display of teamwork there from Hiya's team. Making it happen. Mu 4 was done. That turned into a 3v2. And it just wasn't going to happen. It looked like the worker count down south for Beat Creep was 0. Oh, he left, though. Yeah, he wasn't dead, but he was pretty dead. He was losing probes all over the place, losing production facilities. But yeah, I mean, just Marines with, I think he had +1 attack. Yeah, Marines +1 attack and medics and stim. That's Hiya's entire plan for winning these 4v4s. Allow the Protoss player to get up to scary stuff like apparently scouts off of 4 Stargates. Sure. Oh, he was getting scout speed. He was memeing for us. Ah, the game ended too soon. It ended too soon, unfortunately. All right, end of the day. Points total is 65,000 for Hiya. Next closest person is 50,000 from Silence, and Balri at 43. Again, I like Balri. I really like him. Almost 400 APM for Hiya in that game. That's nuts. Ends up producing 200 units, killing 200 units, and losing 141. It's about a 1-to-1 kill production ratio there for Hiya, which is dead impressive. I like that very much. Balri doing really well for himself, too. And then Silence with his 2 bases. Not really producing many units, but it looks, if we look at resources, yeah, he's going to have a lot based on that 2-base economy. Great stuff. A lot of buildings raised there by Hiya as well, and that's it. So that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.